Hey everybody, welcome back to the Movie Couple channel. I'm Wendy and here is my non-spoiler review for Knives Out. Knives Out is directed by Rian Johnson and stars an all-star cast including Daniel Craig, Toni Collette, Jamie Lee Curtis, Ana de Armas, Chris Evans, Don Johnson, Michael Shannon, Katherine Langford, LaKeith Stanfield, and Christopher Plummer. It's a whodunit story about the murder of a wealthy author. I've been looking forward to this movie since I saw the trailer. When you see the cast, you're just like, wow, what a band of characters. They must play. I have to go see this. Rian Johnson actually wrote the script, and the script is really good, you guys. This movie was entertaining from beginning to end. It's witty, it's charming, it just keeps you hooked in the entire time. And of course, this cast is fantastic, and a lot of these people have been working for so long. Jamie Lee Curtis, Christopher Plummer, Daniel Craig, Don Johnson, Toni Collette. So it's really refreshing to see these actors, because a lot of them have been in a lot of serious movies, to kind of take on a different role, because, for the most part, whodunit movies are usually, the vibe of the acting is like a little bit more exaggerated. It's a little bit up here. It's not cheesy by any means. It's just a little bit more of characteristic. I just made up a word, but I think you know what I'm talking about. And it's just, you can tell all the actors had a lot of fun playing their various roles. I actually got to sit in on a Q&A after the movie, and Jamie Lee Curtis said that it was actually the first time at TIFF that they had all sat down and saw this movie, and she said to Rian Johnson that, she's like, it's really, really good. And I think to hear one of the actors that's been in your film and someone who is Jamie Lee Curtis to say that to you, that you're doing something right. And the audience I was sitting with just ate it all up. Everything. It was such an entertaining movie. The best part about a whodunit murder is in the interrogation scene, figuring out who's gonna slip up and who has a hole in their story, and from there, as the audience, you kind of want to also play detective along with the characters on screen and see if you can figure out who the murderer is before the movie ends. And while we're talking about the detective, Daniel Craig plays a famous detective, Detective Blanc, and this is just the most refreshing I've seen in Daniel Craig. Maybe because he's been playing James Bond for so long that's something that we usually see and expect of him. But this is just so different. He's got a different way of moving, a different way of speaking. It's so refreshing. And like what I already said about the other actors, you could tell he just had so much fun with this, and he definitely was the standout for me in this film. Now, this is a non-spoiler review. This movie doesn't come out until close to Thanksgiving time, so I think it's like November 27th when it comes out. So I will not give you too much insight on the story, because I feel like any little detail that I give you or any sort of like storyline I give you, you guys are going to want to start thinking of and theorizing and how it might end, so I don't want to take any of that away from you. But just know that if you love a good whodunit film, and this has kind of a refreshing twist too on a whodunit film, even though it keeps it strict. Anyways, you guys, you gotta go see this movie. It is so good. Don't wait on it. My rating for this movie is catch it opening night. You absolutely have to. You're gonna have so much fun. Take your friends with you. Get a large popcorn and soda and enjoy. Well, you guys, that's it for the non-spoiler review of Knives Out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Wendy Lee Zaney or at The Movie Couple, and stay tuned for more reviews coming out of TIFF.